Well, good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for coming back. I appreciate you. And I just want to wish everyone a peaceful and prosperous day or night or evening, wherever you are. Thanks a lot for stopping by. I appreciate you. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit more about this, what I would call a master class of a strategic movement that Russia and the president of Burkina Faso carried out this past week. As you all may know, Traor'e just survived another coup attack. Russia, as a strategic partner as he is with Burkina Faso, decided that I'm going to do something that is the West have to sit back and watch. So what did he do? Well, he sent a private jet for Ibrahim Traoré in Burkina Faso. Not only did he send a private jet for him, he also sent escort jets to escort him to Moscow. This is telling the West, back off. I am protecting him. Just think about that for a minute. That's a powerful statement he just made. So when Traoré got to Moscow, he didn't just go for the celebration. He went to Moscow with a plan, all laid out, what he wants and how he wants it to get done, and the kind of partner he wants in Russia. Yes, Russia offered things like grain, wheat, military equipment, those kind of things. Traoré said, yes, that's good enough. That's not good enough. That's good, but that's not good enough. Here's what I want. I want intellectual transfers, technical transfers. And how I want it to get done? You help me build a university, or you build a university, a Russian university in Burkina Faso, probably Ouagadougou, the capital, to train young people in my country how to do mining, how to become engineers, all the technical things I need. You build a university, become a partner with us so we can train our people. We want knowledge transfer. We just don't want you to come and mine and provide us with military equipment. We want more than that. We want knowledge transfer. So this generation and the next generation will be more educated. In my lifetime, this is one of the first time I've heard African leaders speaking that way. And as a young man like Ibrahim Traoré. Now, back to his travel. to Russia in Russian private jet. There's some chatters around on the internet that while the plane was traveling over the Atlantic, some Western fighter jet had tried to approach the plane. I guess they didn't know that the Russian jet was there. So when they tried to approach it, the Russian fighter jet came up on them. So they had to back off. That's a very powerful statement. Very, very powerful. The other thing that Putin did when he was in Russia, he acknowledged that during World War II, there was roughly 80,000 Africans was in Europe fighting against the German Nazi. He said he knows there was approximately 30,000 fighters from Burkina Faso, what is now Burkina Faso, that area, was there fighting under the French general in World War II. So he acknowledged it. Until today, the French won't acknowledge it, that it was the Africans who helped to liberate Europe and France. One of the dark things that France did after the war, some soldiers from Senegal, they had promised to pay. And when the soldiers went to collect their pay, they were met with bullets. The French army killed them in Senegal. Senegal was a colony of France then. So there's a lot of dark things that this so-called first world did. And I don't know if it's a shame to recognize it and to talk about it, but they don't talk about it. But when Traor'e got to Russia for Victory Day, he was alongside some of the most powerful leaders in the world. Leaders from China, Brazil, Zimbabwe, just to name a few. That's showing you how things are shaping up. The Sahara region is no longer sitting around waiting for America or Europe to give them handout. They're forging a new path for himself. And they're saying boldly, either you help or you get out of my way. I can say this with confidence now. In the next couple of months, a lot of those jihad things that's going on in Sahel region, it's going to calm down with the help of Russia. You're going to start seeing some real maneuvering in the Sahel region with Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger. They're going to start cleaning out and reclaiming a lot of their territories. You know, the West believe in divide and conquer. Russia, the so-called enemy, believe in giving help and cooperation an equal standing. They don't lecture you of what you should do in your country or how you should run your country. They leave it alone. That's your own business. They give you the assistance you need and the help you need. And they negotiate how they will be paid back, either by minerals or whatever, but they don't dictate to you how or what you should do. The West, on the other hand, they don't look at African leaders as equal. They look at African leaders that they should always dictate to them what they should do and how they should do it and when they should do it. That era is slowly slipping away. So the US and Europe, especially France, is worried, very worried. I think it was Jacques Chirac, a former president of France, made a statement that says, without Africa, France would be relegated to a third world country. It's slowly happening. Just recently, in the French Parliament, parliamentarians said that it was because of Macron stupidity. He opened the eyes of the Africans. So they're slowly admitting that what they were doing was wrong. And they admit that they see Africa as Africans as their slave and Africa as their backyard where they can go in and get all the minerals they need and what oil minerals, whatever they need for basically free or little or nothing. That's how they look at Africa. But Africa is changing. Africa is changing a whole lot. The young people of Africa is not sitting around and waiting anymore. They're taking control of their country and they demanding respect in all ways. I can't wait for the day when I can buy a cell phone or an electronic equipment that was made in Africa, not assembled in Africa, was developed and designed and made, manufactured, all three steps in Africa with African resource. That day is coming soon. And I hope I'm around so I can see it and touch it and buy one. You know, Putin invitation to Traor'e to come to this victory day. It wasn't just a diplomatic courtesy. It was a strategic move to solidify the Russia foothold in Africa and fostering a relationship with its leaders in the Sahel. Russia is sending a message. I will protect them. And for you to get to them, you're going to have to get through me. America and Europe will think twice now on how and if they're going to try to get rid of Traor'e anymore. Because they know now that the Russians are there. They don't want to start another world war. They start another war. They might have the equipment, but they don't have the manpower. Africa will not fight for Europe anymore. And Africans will not fight for European countries anymore. They will fight against them, not with them, the way they were treated. So it is the beginning of the end. Again, my friends, when I ask you to do me a favor, which I deeply, deeply appreciate it, if you could subscribe, hit that like button, share it with your friends and family, your community. Let me know what your thoughts are and what you think about this new alliance. And I guarantee you, I will read and respond to each of you comments. You know, as I said, I would love to see a united Africa. One of the other president that was in Russia that no one is talking about really is Zimbabwe's president. He was front and center. There was a couple of other president leaders of Africa. I think it was about 6 or 7 more. In my next, or maybe not the next one, but I'll do a presentation on all the African leaders that was at the Victory Day celebration. But for now, excuse me, I'm going to say to you, peace and love, one heart, one destiny. We all came from the same place. We're scattered all over the world. And when I said we all, I mean we all, white and black. We came from the same place. Some Europeans don't think so. Or maybe they are ashamed to admit that we all came from the same place and we all came from the same people. Yes. You trace our genetics back, came right back to Africa, go right back to Africa. These white people don't want to tell you that they're from Africa. Their genes started in Africa. They think they're superior. But they're slowly getting an awakening. Again, peace and love. And please subscribe to my channel. I'm slowly trying to build a channel that we can talk about black survival, black race, where we started from and where we're going. where we're heading to and to talk about our great people. We had some of the greatest people in this world. The richest man in the world throughout history was a black man from that same region we're talking about, the Sahel region. He was from Mali. He ruled the Mali Empire for many years. Mansa Musa. You put Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, all of them income or wealth together could not match Mansa Musa's wealth. They very seldom talk about this, and you have to dig real hard and deep to find this in history. But it's gonna come to light soon. Peace and love, my brothers and sisters. Have a pleasant day, a pleasant night. Sleep well wherever you are. God bless you.